Hey, I'm good. Okay. welcome everybody to Inside the Booth. Thank you for being here. I am your host, Dan the Law. Dan the Law here, coming at you live. Welcome to Inside the Booth. I am live tonight all by myself. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not, but when more people come in and talk back and forth, it's a lot more fun. But thank you for joining us here at Inside the Booth. Today I'm going to be discussing something that is no secret here on Inside the Booth. Discussing some Ghostbusters fan stuff. There's a Ghostbuster fan film a stop motion fan film I just found on YouTube the other day. You know, everything is down in the description below, and it is a stop motion movie, 20-minute film, and it is a lot of fun. And then there is this comic book, a digital comic book that a fan made from first met the guy on Facebook, and he made this fan comic book, and it is a lot of fun too. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to talk about the stop motion fan animated film. And I made like a little short video of little snippets of the fan film. I think it's like a 4-minute video. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Okay, this is the one. Now, I did do some dumb stuff in it. I messed up. But let's bring it up and play it. It's from JK Productions. Can you hear me as this plays? Yep, and I cut here too.
Es war nur ein Traum. Es war nur ein Traum.
Yes, it's a German. But it doesn't matter. You got subtitles on there. Now let's pause that for a second here. And let's make me bigger. Let's make me bigger. Okay. So this stop motion fan film is made from in Germany, and it has the toys that are used as the 1/6 scale toys of Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Winston Zedmore, and Egon Spangler. Obviously, they're using the toy, and it looks like to me they are incorporating some 3D animation in their movie video thing, and they do a really decent job here. So you know what? I'm gonna review this fan film as a basically as one of our movie reviews. Maybe I'll finish the little clips. I guess I need to put it back. I really like how they did that.
Leute, ich...
Bitte nicht wieder ein Geisterzug. Von denen habe ich echt die Schnauze voll.
Das ist kein Zug. Bleibt genau hier stehen, Leute. Das könnte unser Weg nach draußen sein. Unsere private Lightshow, was auch immer es ist. Mein Scanner zeigt heftige Ausschläge an. Eine Art Position. Das ist unsere Chance. Augen zu und durch. Ach du dickes Ei.
Okay, so that was just little snippets of the whole thing. Obviously, it's 20 minutes long. Let's talk about the plot. The plot of this fan film is basically the 4 Ghostbusters that we love and admire the most. They basically go to this place that was called in, and they get sucked into this, I don't know, it's almost like a game show or something. They go into a different universe, and there's this train thing that's not really a train, and basically they have to play these games, and it's almost like a dream where they have to fight the things they've already fought before, and it basically ends there. I really want to know more. I want to see more. I want to know more. And it looks really fun. Uncle Mike, how you doing? Thanks for joining. here at Inside the Booth. Uncle Mike Arena is here with me. But this movie looks this fan film is fun. You know, stop motion animation has always been fun to me. Always been like I always love claymation too. Claymation to me is phenomenal. People that do stop motion animation, it's not for everybody. Some people just don't like it, but I really like stop motion animation because it takes time. It's really hard to do. It takes time, and you got to do and then you got to you take little pictures. You move the guy, you take a picture. You move the guy, you take a picture. To be able to get that whole 20 minutes, and I'm sure it took them a really long time to do this movie. And the plot is pretty decent. I do want to see more to this plot. I want to see more to this game that these guys are playing and who this person is that's making them play a game. So I really do want to see that. So I'm going to give the plot a point on this one. The acting. Now, let me tell you, it's voice acting in this stop motion animated fan film. It's voice acting, and the voice acting is quite fun. And I don't know German. I'm not a German speaking person, so for somebody who has to read and watch at the same time, it's a little tough, but at the same time it's okay. It's not that bad. It's not too elaborate, the script part of it, for the words, and you get the gist of everything that's going on. It would be fun to have English dubbed of this fan film. It would be nice to have it English dubbed, just because, I like watching this type of stuff and I would like it to be English. But that's just me. That's just my thoughts, my opinion. I know that they have AI out there where you can dub in the actual voices of the people nowadays, So like these little fan films that get made, and you want to hear Harold Ramis's voice, or you want to hear Dan Aykroyd's voice. They do a good job. This AI stuff does a good job with it. Now, that is something that we'll talk about in the other little review discussion I'm going to be talking about. But right now, they did a good job. I liked it. The acting was fine. So I'll give it a point. Next is cinematography. And obviously this is not a high budgeted stop motion animated fan film, but there is a budget to it because they had to put it together, and there's computer generated stuff in there. And so cinematography, even though that there are some things that I do love in stop motion animation with cinematography and how they create scenes and stuff like that and create scenery. Some of this is computer generated scenery, so it's nice. It's just not really, it's not like to par of what I do like watching. But of course, those are movies that are mainstream movies, and they have the budget to make a whole city out of claymation. And this is not that. So I got to take what I can get. And it was a fun film. It is entertaining. So cinematography, I'll give it a half a point. And yeah, that's it. I would have liked to see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man as a toy also, like a toy that they upscaled and stop motion animated it, or maybe even clay, would have loved to see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man as that. But it was computer generated, I believe, because it looks like it. But other than that, it's fine. I like it. The score. Let's talk about the music to this wonderful stop motion animated fan film. They basically use a lot from the Ghostbusters, and it sounds Ghostbuster-y, even if it's their own. So I'll give it a point. It doesn't take away, doesn't subtract from the motion picture, and it doesn't, doesn't take it away, and so it feels Ghostbuster-y. You know what I mean? It feels like it. So I'll give that a point. An allegory. Well, since the plot is not a finished plot, I can't really give an allegory a point because at the moment there is no allegory. But if there, in reality, if you think about Ghostbusters in a whole, there is an allegory to a Ghostbuster. You're fighting off demons and putting them away. It's kind of like a Christian in this world where we do battle demons our whole life. We have to pray against them. We can cast them out of our lives. Jesus had made a place for demons, the devil and his angels, and that is hell. And so that's like the biggest ghost trap ever, is sending the demon to hell. They don't want to go there. They like being here on earth with us. So that's basically it, I guess. But there's not really a big allegory or something that pertains to life lessons. Just don't dream, I guess, or something. I don't know. It doesn't work. But other than that, this wonderful, wonderful stop motion animated fan film gets a what was it, a 4.5 out of 5. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just because there's no allegory doesn't mean anything. Most people would probably give it a 5. This is a very entertaining film. For 20 minutes of your life, you're not going to sit there and go, oh, this was a waste of time. That's really good. I like these types of things. I like what fans do. Obviously, here at Inside the Booth, we've reviewed a lot of fan films. So we talk about a lot of the Star Wars fan films. There's a lot of fan film talking in Inside the Booth. We like what the fans do, and it's just one of the things that they do, and it's enjoyable for the most part. There are some that are like cheesy, but for the most part, some of these fan films are really enjoyable, almost top notch to maybe even mainstream movies. Maybe not quite there, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. You're making entertainment. You're there to entertain your audience and your customer or whatever it's called. And there you go. When you're entertained, you're entertained. Are you not? Like that little video. Where is it? I think I have it. Are you not entertained? Here it is. With my brother's face on it.
Are you not entertained?
I was very entertained with this stop motion animated fan film. And you know what I forgot to do when talking about it? I forgot to show some little pictures. Here's a picture. Here's a picture. This was weird, but I think that's from the girls' Ghostbuster movie. And when he wakes up, he's like, I had a bad dream. It's just a dream. It's just a dream. I think Germans even don't like the 2016 Ghostbuster fan film, to be honest. But yeah, they did a good job. And this where he's washing his hands. Good job. Good job. Loved it. Loved it. loved it. Yeah, and like I said, in the part where they're doing the beginning credits, they did a really good job. Really good job with those beginning credits. And I like how they did this part especially. He's got a picture of him and oh, gosh, what's her name in the locker. You got yeah, you can see it. Good fan film. Thanks for making it, guys. You Germans who made this fan film, thank you for making it. It was a really fun and enjoyable fan film. I recommend everybody to watch it. And I put their whole YouTube channel down in the description section below. So click on their YouTube channel. You'll see the Ghostbusters stop motion animation film. And they also make other stuff. Star Trek type stuff too. So if you're a nerd and you like that kind of stuff, go watch it. It's a lot of fun. All right. Next up, everybody. Next up is the comic book. Now, I'm not going to talk about the comic book as a plot or as acting and blah, 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 or cinematography. I mean, I could discuss some of the things on it. But let me show a little bit of the video of the comic book because he did turn this digital comic book into a YouTube video where he does use AI voiceovers for the talking points for the guys. And he uses basically their voices too. And it's really fun, really nice. I hope he doesn't get like copyright striked or anything like that because he did it out of pure passion and love for Ghostbusters. And that's what we do at the Ghostbuster groups and stuff. We just love the Ghostbuster stuff, His art definitely looks digital, but he does a great job with the art on these comic books. They are very cool art. And if you get to watching his stuff and send him a message that you want to read the comic more so than just watch or listen to the comic, you could do that too. I would love to have a physical copy of the comics that he keeps making, And I love there is a part in the comic book where what's his name? Oh gosh, I can't even. The Blues Brothers, not Jim Belushi, his brother, Belushi there, John Belushi. I can't even think of the guy's name. Thanks for helping out those who are watching. No one's watching right now. Anyways, John Belushi, I love how he put him as like a ghost in the comic. It was really good. Really good. So here we go. Let's watch some snippets like I just did with the stop motion one. And I know if I start lagging or the video lags, that's because my computer really sucks. You guys need to help me buy a new computer. Not you guys, but I need to save up some money to buy a computer. And, I'm kind of I do this instead of having a real job. And I don't make money doing this. Anyways, that's life. That's another talk for another time. All right. While I wait for this to load, here we go.
Things are starting to look up.
The two doctors. We've been expecting you. I hope you found us without too much annoyance.
Ah, yes. And thank you for finding room at your sitting for us, especially at such short notice. Allow me to introduce Dr. Venkman.
Please, call me Peter. In a dress like that, you can call me anything you like.
The rest of the circle have already arrived. Please. You can leave your belongings here before you join the others.
Wow. This place is really something. Is this the original architecture?
Okay, so that's the beginning part of it. I'm going to skip through a little bit here.
Sailed a long time ago. Can you hear that?
Do you think it'd stop if I said no?
Now that's got to be at least a Class 6 free roaming spirit.
What did you say?
I said that's so loud it's hard not to hear it.
Meg, you can move a little closer. If this will creep you out at all.
Oh, sure. Like that's gonna work, Seth. And you can keep your hands where I can see them.
An actual audible emission. This could prove to be quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed.
You know, Egon, over the years I've something. Whenever you say things are about to get interesting, I end up picking bits of ectoplasm out of my ass for months.
Oh my.
Are you getting this right?
Whoa! It's passing straight through us!
There seems to be no contact residue.
Spirits from the other side, tell us your name.
I am really starting to freak out here. I was expecting with some moaning and furniture rattling.
Well, I gotta say that's what I was kind of hoping for too.
What is it that you want? Are you here to speak to us?
Sure thing, pal. You're looking for the girl on the right there. Go knock yourself out.
What do you think you're doing?
It's a cloud ray. What's the worst it could do? Rain on her? Frizz up her hair?
Voices from the astral plane on such an auspicious day such as this. When the worlds of the living and the dead touch, we welcome you to our humble gathering.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's something in ghost speak.
Ask the others. They look old enough to talk it.
Okay, guys. Deal with our very own cheerleader from hell here. Ask our brother in blue here to come outside for a little
I like that part where he's like, ask our brother in blue. Because blue's brothers. Anyways, let's skip over. He's got 4 of these out so far.
You just need some space. People, can you all return to the other room? Please, everyone, give her some air.
Of course.
I guess.
Fine.
Are you sure she's okay?
She'll be fine.
You want us to take a look? We are doctors.
Yeah. No offense, but I hear you're both proctologists, right?
Steve Buscemi.
The child's bedroom registers no residual ectoplasmic presence. Is anything you want to add, Peter?
You mean apart from why?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, what happened when you jump out on people like that?
I must admit that this covert operation is not without a stimulating dynamic.
Yes. Well, the quicker we check this, the quicker we can leave.
There seems...
The chief commissioner who had the big red phone. Or was it a police chief? I can never remember which way around that goes. Or was it a police commissioner? Is that a thing?
Carla.
What I'm saying is that phone is totally ancient. Everyone knows nothing works right after that long, right? Oh. I was talking about the phone, okay? I'm sure you can all get a decent...
Okay, that'll be it for now. You guys saw enough. If you want to see more and you want to watch more, go ahead, check the description down below where Nick Ross's YouTube is. He's the comic book guy. Yeah, so anyways, I noticed while watching this, I could probably review this almost as a fan film, because there is a lot of sound effects, there's a lot of music, there's a lot of voices. Now, even though some of these things are probably AI generated, doesn't mean he did not put a lot of time and effort into these videos, because all of those noises and the sounds and the voices all together kind of make a whole, makes a scene, makes a room. You could probably listen to this and not even have to watch it and really know what's going on because you can hear it. So almost like back in the old days, the audio shows that they used to do, like back before TV came up, they had shows that were audio, and you would listen to the audio show, and they had these sound effects and the music and the voices, and to make you close your eyes and see things. Basically, you could do that with this comic book thing, because he's got enough stuff in there for it. He's got enough sound effects and music and stuff for it. So I think it's a good read. It's a good listen to. If you don't like reading, he made it into YouTube video-ish thing, which is very cool. Very cool. Definitely fun. Definitely, entertaining. Yeah, I recommend this as well. Obviously the plot is basically Ghostbuster stuff. And he's got like 4 episodes out right now on his YouTube channel, maybe more by the time you watch this. Obviously the voice acting is AI generated, so obviously you get to hear their voices, their actual voices, which is kind of nice, because you see their faces, so it's kind of nice to hear their voices. It really is. And it takes time and effort, and basically time is money, so I'm sure he put his own money into this as well, because some of these AI generated stuff, you have to pay money to get it to be a better AI generated thing. So yeah, he did a great job. Nick Ross did a great job with the comic book stuff. Cinematography would obviously be his drawings, and his art is very good. He's got really good art. It's phenomenal. I enjoy his art. Hopefully you do too. The music obviously is Ghostbuster music, so that's good music. And allegory, well, that would all depend on what storyline you are following and which one you want to, because he's got 4 stories there, and I think it's all kind of coexists with each other for now. But yeah, very good. And I like how he has some of those actors from the 90s. Like, these Ghostbusters are not the young Ghostbusters from 80s. They're kind of more middle-aged. And he's got Steve Buscemi in there, and he's got these other people. It's very cool. Very cool. I like it, And then, obviously he's got those other comedic actors from other movies and stuff. So it's very nice. I like how he put it together, did the voice over thing, and it's just a really nice touch. So go ahead and check out that comic book. Get in touch with Nick Ross. his YouTube stuff and ask him for the comic books. And he's very generous. He'll send it to you for free to read if you want to read the book. If you don't want to read it, just go to the YouTube channel and watch the little videos that he made from the comic book into like a motion comic book almost, where it's like you see his art, but you see how like the video part moves up and down, and while they're talking it goes to that little scene section. So yeah, and that, my friend, is that for. And I like how he put in the some of the people from like The Office and just different movies. He did a good job. So Nick Rouse, if you watch this this podcast with just me and hear me talking about your comic books, thank you for making them. It's a lot of fun. It's very entertaining. So if Ghostbusters doesn't have like a lot of stuff out there like Star Wars does, but it's getting there, and a lot of the fans are becoming almost like Star Wars fans, where they start making their own fan films and their own fan-made things, and it's a lot of fun. I did hear that Ghostbusters is going to be bringing a new show on Netflix. I hope that comes soon. I haven't heard much about it. Just heard like little bits and pieces here and there. And some more Ghostbusters news related stuff. For those of you who do follow me on Facebook, unfortunately my Dodge Durango, which is an SUV that I started to turn into a Ghostbuster vehicle, broke down. The transmission broke on it. It doesn't shift, and it's sad that happened. I do have a GoFundMe, and I'm trying to raise $850 to get it fixed. That's with a used transmission. A new transmission would be a lot more, but a used transmission, and I just hope we can get it back together, back on the road, because people here in this little town, they like it. I know some, like my wife, doesn't like it. My kids get a little embarrassed with me, and my wife is a little embarrassed with me because of the Ghostbuster car thing. And that was our family car too. So unfortunately our family car is no longer with us, and Ghostbusters is no longer with us. I'm hoping to get it fixed. I'm hoping to raise the money sooner rather than later, hopefully within another week or so. I keep messaging people. I've messaged maybe over 500 people by now. It's kind of hard. It's like work, I should have just had a job and pay for it myself. But the work I do pay bills. So it's kind of hard to get that fixed and pay your bills all at the same time, and it's tough, man. My wife works too, and she pays bills. So really, we don't have a lot of money to play around with. Yeah, it's just things have been going up lately, and it's really ridiculous. There's ways to cut back. Like I have a friend who has chickens, so instead of buying $6 for a dozen eggs, I go to my friend, buy for $2 a dozen. Yeah, that's all. There's ways around things. So, guys and girls out there, thank you for coming and watching me here at Inside the Booth. It's been 40 minutes. I was a little late, but I saw, I kicked its butt. I'm not going to say the A word. We're family friendly over here, even though there was a couple of swears in that in the comic book there. But yeah. So before I get going, let me say,
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
yes, it is beautiful. Go ahead, anybody and everybody who love us here at Inside the Booth, who love Inside the Booth and the shows that we do and appreciate what we do. Go ahead and show some support. First of all, by sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing. Those are the main support things that we enjoy. But there's other ways to support us. If you want to help us financially, you can go to the merchandise store, buy some t-shirts, buy a neck gaiter, buy a hat, buy something, a mug, a coffee mug. We have coffee mugs. Go ahead, go to the shop page, insidetheboothtv.com/shop, and buy some merchandise. If you want to help us financially monthly, you can become a Patreon member or a member here on YouTube, and that helps us out as well. Patreon is better than YouTube, though. Just saying. If you want to help us monthly, Patreon's better than YouTube, but YouTube is where we do our videos. So, and Patreon is kind of you just go there to support us. Basically, we don't really have much of anything going on over there. And I don't think a lot of people do have much going on over there anymore. So yeah, anyways, so that's that. Here, YouTube is where we do our stuff. I have been doing TikTok videos. So if you want to see me more often, go on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, Inside the Booth TV over there on TikTok. And I am doing some live stuff over there. It's different than here, obviously. I do post some of our show stuff on there, but with the lives, I've been doing more like cosplaying stuff, just to try to get people engaged and involved and talking to me, things like that. The last live I did on there, I was dressed as Captain Hook. I don't know if you've seen my Captain Hook cosplay before, but that was a lot of fun. And I'll probably do that again. I don't have a schedule for TikTok of lives yet, but right now I'll be doing it over there once in a while. And here, obviously, YouTube is always Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I was a little late today. Forgive me. Sorry about that. And yeah, and that's it. So thanks, guys. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, ding the bell, smash that like button, or vanquish that like button, like we used to say. Vanquish it, like the good guy vanquishing the enemy with the swords and blah blah blah. Fun stuff. Follow us on all the social medias: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I think we have some others, but yeah. And don't forget to follow and subscribe Nick Ross, his YouTube, and Jurgen Kaiser, the German stop motion animation fan film. Nick Ross was the comic book guy. Everything's in the description in the description below. I can't talk. I'm pretty much done for tonight. So I just want to say thank you guys. I love you guys. God bless you guys. I pray that God blesses each and every one of you for the rest of your week. I pray that you have a good weekend, and I hope to see you guys again next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you follow me on TikTok, I hope to see you there live as well. All right. Thank you. We'll see you later. Talk to you later. God bless. And there we go. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Hello. Music on. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching.